The Legend of Nkosi Johnson. Introducing Nkosi Johnson. In a quiet rural village in South Africa, surrounded by vast, open skies and rolling hills, a baby boy was born. His name was Nkosi Johnson. From the very beginning, Nkosi was special, not because of his illness, but because of the light he carried within. His life would go on to touch millions, not just in South Africa, but across the world. This is the story of a young boy who showed extraordinary courage, compassion, and the power of a small voice to create big change. Nkosi's childhood. Nkosi was a lively and curious child who loved to play with his friends and explore his surroundings. But when he was just a baby, his mother, unable to ignore the signs, took him to the local clinic. It was there that she received the devastating news. Nkosi had been born with HIV. In the 1990s, HIV/AIDS was shrouded in fear and misinformation. People were often treated with suspicion and isolation. Yet, even as a young boy, Nkosi's resilience and joyful spirit made him stand out. The diagnosis? Nkosi's mother faced an unimaginable challenge. Not only was she battling her own illness, but she also had to protect her son from a world that often responded to HIV with fear and rejection. People didn't understand the virus, and families affected by it often faced discrimination. Despite her struggles, Nkosi's mother held on to hope, determined to give her son a chance at life, even if it meant making heartbreaking sacrifices. Moving to Johannesburg, life in the village was hard, and with Nkosi's health becoming a concern, his mother made a brave decision. They moved to Johannesburg, hoping for better medical care and opportunities. It was there that Nkosi met Gail Johnson, a kind-hearted woman who worked tirelessly to help children affected by HIV. Gail took Nkosi into her home, offering him not only a safe place to live, but also a family that would support him in ways he had never imagined. A new family, Gail Johnson became more than just a foster mother. She became an ally, a teacher, and an advocate for Nkosi. With her support, Nkosi began to thrive. Though he still faced health challenges, Gail created an environment where he could be a child again, filled with laughter, books, and dreams. It was in this loving home that Nkosi discovered his passion for helping others, especially those who shared his struggles. Nkosi's school challenges. Nkosi loved learning, but going to school wasn't easy. Many parents and teachers were afraid that HIV could be spread through casual contact, and they pressured schools to exclude children like Nkosi. But Nkosi refused to let ignorance define his life. With Gail by his side, he became an advocate, patiently explaining to classmates and teachers that HIV was not something to fear. Nkosi didn't just want to be accepted, he wanted to change hearts and minds. Becoming a public speaker. As Nkosi grew older, his courage blossomed into something remarkable. Despite his small frame and quiet demeanor, he had a powerful voice. He began speaking at events, sharing his story and fighting the stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS. His words, simple yet profound, had a way of reaching people's hearts. Nkosi wasn't just a boy living with HIV, he became a symbol of hope for thousands of families affected by the virus. The International AIDS Conference in 2000, Nkosi took his message to the world stage. At the International AIDS Conference in Durban, he delivered a speech that would change lives. With unwavering honesty, he shared what it meant to live with HIV and called on governments and communities to take action. "Care for us and accept us," he said. "We are all human beings." His words echoed around the globe, reminding everyone that compassion could defeat stigma. Nkosi's health declines. By the time he was 12, Nkosi's health had begun to fail. Yet even in his weakest moments, his strength of spirit remained. He spent his days surrounded by loved ones, continuing to inspire them with his courage. Nkosi knew that his life would be short, but he also knew that his voice would live on. Through his actions, he left a legacy far greater than he could have imagined. Nkosi's legacy. Nkosi Johnson passed away in 2001, but his impact did not end there. Today his legacy lives on through Nkosi's Haven, a sanctuary for women and children living with HIV/AIDS. His life reminds us that one voice, no matter how small, can spark a global movement. Nkosi didn't just fight for himself. He fought for dignity, acceptance, and a better future for everyone affected by HIV. Nkosi Johnson once said, "Do all you can with what you have, in the time you have, in the place you are." His story is a reminder that no matter who we are or where we come from, we have the power to make a difference. Let us honor Nkosi's legacy by spreading kindness, compassion, and understanding. Together we can build a world free from stigma, a world where every child has the chance to thrive.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more historical stories.